How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We just had a massive opportunity. We had a massive opportunity to add during a time where the market is extremely bullish, but yet sentiment is very low. And a lot of people, I'd say, are falling into one of two camps, either over allocated or under allocated to crypto, and it makes them make terrible decisions. We'll talk about that and what you can do right now to set yourself up to have a very good next year in the bull market, and maybe possible like multi-years of green and tons of gains. So let's talk about that. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. If you want to know kind of what I'm doing, some moves that I made last night, and when we see dips, you can join the Patreon underneath the video. We had a couple people join in the premium tier, which allows you to request certain videos from us. And we've had a lot of people join the beginner tier as well. We keep on selling out every single week. We have to open up new positions or new spots. So definitely check this out underneath the video. Also, we're going to be talking about leverage trading a little bit in this video. We'll be talking about adding on dips. If you want to check out the links underneath the video, there are a handful of exchanges, and they all have different things I like about them, from BitUnix to Weeks to BTCC, Blowfin, CoinW. I'll talk a little bit more about why you might want to use one exchange versus another later in the video. But let's talk about what just happened, right? We saw the largest liquidation event in history. Bybit CEO estimated it to be $8 to $10 billion in liquidations on the low end. So we saw more liquidations than we saw during the FTX collapse, COVID collapse, and we saw cryptos like Ethereum, the second largest crypto in the market, fall down 37% in under 3 days. Now we're bouncing back up. Bitcoin is at 98,200. And if you jumped into the right assets at the right time, you could have just gotten some unbelievable opportunities. Let's actually look at a couple positions we added to. So on BitUnix, you can see we opened a SUI position, an XRP position, XRP up 57%. These are low leverage as well. We're talking 3x and 2x. So if we had gone more aggressive, we could have been up, hundreds of percent. We also opened up some positions on BTCC. You can see 33%, 25%, 13% on some positions. And we have long-standing positions like this, Bitcoin, which is up 550%. We're down in a few positions like SUI and Ethereum, but we're also up 500% on XRP. So we've been able to make really life-changing gains. And yesterday, it just seemed like such an overreaction. I wanted to go through like how to know when to possibly add more, either spot, like just buy spot crypto, or add more into some of these trades, like some leverage trades. And I think there's some criteria that you should follow. So I wanted to go through that. Like I said, there are links to these different exchanges, a couple different things right off the bat. I like these 5 exchanges because there's no KYC. You don't need a VPN, and they are very quick to add new cryptos. Like they're very agile as opposed to like Coinbase. Weeks has the most volume of all these exchanges, deep liquidity. Blowfin has a great UI. I've used it longest of these 5 different exchanges. CoinW has a pro trading group. So when you sign up and deposit into your futures account $20 or more, you can get access to professional traders, and they tell you what they're doing in the market. BitUnix has a great UI, a high trust score on CoinMarketCap, and BTCC has great bonuses. You can see here 10% deposit bonus on first-time deposits, and lower trading fees, and they have a great UI as well. So different reasons to sign up for different exchanges, but I like using multiple exchanges. Now, let's go through how we knew that this was probably a good time to be adding. Well, first of all, we saw unbelievable dips. We saw, like I said, Ethereum fall down 37%. Bitcoin was falling down very fast. Altcoins being cut by 30-40% in a matter of hours. XRP went down from $3.40 down to like $1.80. So almost being cut in half. And it was all because of these tariffs. These tariffs that we are going to see possibly on Mexico and Canada, now they're paused. And it looks like, actually, from what Trump said, that he was able to get the Mexican president to agree to send 10,000 troops to the border to stop fentanyl and to stop illegal immigrants. Okay, this was an interesting time because this is over a weekend. We saw the futures market open up and the NASDAQ was down like 2 or 3%, but we were seeing pullbacks of 40, 50% on altcoins. And because of that, because we were getting so many liquidations, it causes a cascade, which causes the price to go down very quickly. But it seemed like an overreaction because, first of all, there's just not much liquidity on the weekend. So we see these big moves. But crypto still looks extremely bullish. Sure, there's a little bit of uncertainty with a couple different trading partners, but it was pretty clear that this was like a bargaining chip for President Trump, right? He wants the economy to do well. He wants crypto to do well. He's been super pro crypto. So he doesn't want a year of, a down market right after he comes into the presidency. So it seemed like an overreaction from the market. So I look, okay, there's some kind of massive event that caused the market to sell off. Is it overblown? Yes. Okay, that's check mark number one. Check mark number two, are we still in what typically is a bull market? You can see here, based on the Bitcoin spiral, the 4-year cycle, that 2025, this year, the post-halving year, is typically the best year for crypto assets, the best year for Bitcoin. You can see this is when we hit all-time highs every cycle. So this is typically the best year. So do I know for sure that we're still in a Bitcoin bull market and we're going to smash through all-time highs? No, I'm not 100%, but if history is any indication, this is a good time to be adding. This is a good time to be holding. This is when we hit all-time highs. Also, the ROI is so much lower than other cycles, like bottom to peak, that it seems like this would be a very boring bull run. So I'm guessing we'll continue to move to new all-time highs. I'm guessing we'll continue to hit new all-time highs this year to make it more similar to the past cycles. Also, we continue to get more and more potential news, or there's still like a big narrative that can cause the market to want to buy in, which is the fact that we might get a crypto stockpile, Bitcoin stockpile. Tomorrow we have a press conference, 2:30 p.m., but we know that they're looking at and evaluating whether it's time to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So we have a couple different things happening. We had a negative catalyst that caused the market to sell off more than it should have. We have potential catalysts in the future that can drive the narrative. And we also have, we're still in the time that we typically see the market running up. So those three things makes me think, okay, it's a good time to be dollar cost averaging or to be adding to crypto positions, which we did. I talked about it in the Patreon last night. That was buying the dip. Now, the other thing you have to look at, though, is can you withstand volatility? And I had a couple people that, I mentioned in the Patreon, I'm adding on this dip. And I had a couple people saying that they were scared. That gives me an idea that they're probably over allocated. So you have to ask yourself, okay, should I be adding if I'm over allocated already? Is 100% my net worth in crypto and I'm super nervous about it? Or are my leverage trades much too big a percentage of my portfolio? Did I just get liquidated and it changed how I'm going to be able to exit this bull run, how much money I'll have? Like for me, this is a small percentage of my portfolio. This is more of my high risk investments, the higher risk part of my portfolio. But I can withstand liquidations. I can deal with us, falling down 10%, 15%, 20%. I'm not trying to get too greedy with, 50x leverage, 100x leverage, anything like that. Right now, I'm going with 2 to 5x leverage. Another thing is I know how to add collateral, so that way there's a lower chance of me actually getting liquidated. So I can go over here, hit margin, and I can add margin to these different trades. So that way I have a lower liquidation price. I've talked about that before on the channel. I made a video last week about that. But those are a couple different things that lead me to think that we have a huge opportunity, or we did have a huge opportunity. And hopefully it gives you an indication of how to approach this in the future, what to look out for in moments of capitulation. Now, again, if we are going into a bear market, it's not good to add to leverage positions. It's not really good to add to spot positions either. But I don't think we're heading into a bear market. If you can't stand to see yourself get liquidated, you should not be leverage trading. If if you're looking at this and you're over allocated to crypto in general, maybe not even to leverage positions, but again, like you're losing sleep. Maybe this isn't right for you. Maybe you need to take a little bit off the table, but I think we're going to go up much higher during this bull run. And adding positions like this, right, where I entered and I'm 3x XRP. Let's say XRP goes up to $5. I entered at $4 or $2.21. If it goes up to $4.42, that's a 2x. I'm on 3x leverage, so I'll get a 300% gain, right? So the fact is we can make huge returns during this bull run if we approach it from a very level-headed stance, if we approach it with a sense of calm, if we're not too greedy, and if we have capital on the sideline, so that way we can add to positions even if you get liquidated, right? There are a couple positions that I got liquidated in that were on different exchanges that I wasn't paying attention to enough. I got liquidated. What I do? Open up new positions, right? That's one of the risks of going a little bit more aggressive, using higher leverage. But yeah, the fact is we can make a ton of money this bull run if you're not too scared, if you approach the market, like I said, from a position of strength. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Some people might be saying, well, we're already jumping back up. Yeah, certain cryptos have moved up a lot, like Bitcoin's back at nearly 100,000, XRP back at $2.68. But I mean, there's certain cryptos, like let's look at Ethereum, still at $2,700. Like it's still down from even December. December is at 4,100. So we are still far away from that point. We're still 34% off of its recent high. Close to what? I don't even know. From its all-time high, still down a huge amount. I think we topped out at 4,800 last bull run. So yeah, we're down 45% from there. If we went up to the all-time high, we'd be up 86% from here. So the fact is there's still a lot of cryptos that are not close to where they were a few days ago or their all-time highs or something like that. There's still a lot of opportunity in my mind. I'm not necessarily saying to go out and buy Ethereum, but like there's so much opportunity out there. I think we still have a lot of money that we can make this bull run. And you have to be ready for moments like this. Low liquidity, bad news over the weekend. The opposite can happen too. We could have low liquidity and good news over the weekend and everyone just goes giga bullish. So be ready for anything. Let me know your thoughts underneath the video. Again, if you want to check out those different exchanges, tons of options down there. And using my link, you get awesome deposit bonuses and reduction of fees. So yeah, maybe try out a couple different exchanges, load up some money on them and start trading. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one.